all about the healing. What up, though? What up, though? What up, though, with my peeps? Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. All right, no intro. Let's get into it. But before I do it, my day ones, my day twos, my new news. You already know what time it is. Yes, indeed. I love you. Yes, I do. All right, so with that, let's get into it. We have overall energy grounding. We have deception. We have victim mindset, and we have stuck in fear, among other things like gift, commitment, loneliness, and saving and reverse, and friendship. All right. First off, this is a piggyback off of, I think it's yesterday's reading, where the reading was involving you depleting yourself by pouring yourself into individuals who did not take the path, or was not new in their mind, were not going to take the path that you were trying to teach them and show them the way, and show them, giving them that knowledge and wisdom, because you can see both paths. You can see the pro and you can see the con in both paths. You were pouring and pouring and pouring, and the individual at some point stop listening, stop believing, stop heeding the warning, and looking at some point the person just stopped listening, stopped being interested in what you were teaching. However, you didn't know, because this person wasn't openly defiant. This is a piggyback off of that, because in that reading also, it was a family of a family member, but I picked up that this was a friend that you felt like was close enough to you to be family. All right. But it could be, as usual, it could be anybody. Fit it in where it get in. But as I was really looking into these cards and really trying to figure out why we getting this again, or what's going on, what did I not address. And what it is that, because to me, yesterday reading that I did, and I'm speaking of the one that said the draining, that reading was kind of little specific. It wasn't, I didn't view it as a lot of people would resonate. But what God is telling me through this reading, it's not that a lot of people, it's not resonating with the whole, with the collective. What is resonating with the collective is the tiredness of pouring into people, consistently pouring and pouring and pouring to people, seeing the vision, seeing what's to come. It's blatantly clear what you see. Sometimes you see things and you don't know if it's, you seeing it, but you don't feel no connection that is it gonna come true or not. You don't, but you feel at this point in time, things that you're speaking of, the things that you are teaching, the things that you are giving wisdom and clarity about, you feel it within your bones. That is a lot of truth to it. And you are pouring into these people, and you're seeing it. it is so blatantly clear that if you go that way, this is going to happen. If you go that way, you're going to go through something. It may not be specific in detail, verbatim of that is situation is going to happen that way. But what you see is very traumatic. It's a traumatic experience that if you go that way, something is going to transpire traumatically for you. And they choose it anyway. And they don't listen. And you and poured and you and invested and you and prayed and you and fasted and you and tried to gain all kind of clarity on this person's behalf, on these people behalf, because some of you, it is various people that you have poured into. And consistently, they have went down the road, the hard road, as I say. See, because you have a hard road, and then you have the road that's less traveled. The road that, you got the hard road, and you got the road that you can get that assistance. The road that people just, really don't choose. The high road, that's what it is. The hard road or the high road. People really don't like to take the high road. But the high road, if you take the high road, you're going to go through something. But it ain't going to be what you're going to go through if you take the hard road. The high road, you go through, but every step you go through, you have your angels, your ancestors, you have angel numbers, you have astrology, you have numerology, you have the Bible, you have the God's word, you have clarity, you have wisdom, you have the truth. Because when you take the high road, you always have the opportunity to seek the truth in the matter. The truth is at your disposal when you take the high road. But when you take the hard road, it's as if you're going against the truth. So therefore you can't. You did not accept the truth prior to, so you can't accept the truth in the hard road. So you're going against the truth. So you can't seek the truth. You can't get the truth. You can't honor the truth. You can't be about the truth. You can't stand in your truth because you didn't do it at the beginning when you chose the hard road. When you choose the hard road is to find the lesson, to find the truth, to seek the truth about the matter, to seek the truth about your life, to seek the truth about the situation. See, because when the collective tried to tell you about the truth, or when you try to tell the people about the truth, they didn't want to believe you. They didn't want to see. They didn't want to honor. They didn't want to hear the truth. So now they got to go on the path to find the truth and find the lesson for themselves. They got to go seek after that truth because they didn't want to accept the truth when you told them. And that's the hard road. The high road, the truth is at your disposal. The beginning, the middle, and the end. The truth, because you were able to accept the truth to be able to honor and accept the high road. You see the difference? I hope I'm explaining it where you can understand it, understand it, and overstand it. Because in the interim, this is how you can get back to This is how you can gain a perspective to see things differently. Because this reading here, I'm talking to the collective that is just tired. In the yesterday reading, I thought it was specifically talking to a certain, but this, I'm talking to quite a few of the collective that's just tired. Because not only do you have to accept, you, the collective, have to accept the times that we in. You have to accept what you're seeing about what's happening. You're seeing things that's what's happening in the present, and what's gearing up, and what's going on, and what's the truth about the matter, about what's to come. So you have to accept that. And then you have the added pressure, the added trigger, because at this point it's a trigger. This situation is triggering because you have people. It's been a consistent thing, see, where people have come in. Ministry. This is ministry. People that you know that you are called to help. You are called to heal. You are called to speak. You are called to be a present healing mechanism or manifester for this person or people. So you commit, you do your part, you accept, you commit, you do what's required. You do all the things that you need to do so this person can be able to see and be able to know all of the details concerning what path. They have all the information that they need to make a sound decision about their path, their journey, their gifts, their talents, their abilities. You spill the whole thing. You spill the beans on everything. But somewhere down the line is some type of deception. They believe something about their gifts, their talents, and their abilities. I'm getting that they believe. They become deceptive. It becomes deceptive because they start to believe that their gifts are more, or they have a gift that's more than what they have, or they start to not only believe but see themselves as more. Now God is giving me, they start to stop listening to you as the healer, as the one that is seeing the truth, speaking the truth, and telling them and giving them that clarity. They start to stop listening to you and start believing that they are more qualified, or their gift is more in tune than what you are telling them, or what you are showing them, or what you are seeing. They start to beef themselves up to be more. They start to see themselves as being more, but they ain't done nothing. They haven't experienced anything. They haven't went through the training. They haven't went through what the journey to deem themselves qualified to be able to walk the journey without setting themselves up in a trap, or get on the journey where they don't fall into the traps. See, that's what you are for. You're there to be eyes and ears and able to see, so you can lead, can guide, and direct their path, not tell them what to do. You just advising. But at what I'm feeling at this point in time is God is really at this point where we are right now. God is really trying to work with people, work with them to escalate, because we as a collective, we don't have a lot of time. We don't have a whole lot of time. So God is trying to escalate, so you're able to see. What you see, what you hear, what you know is spot on. It's spot on. It's so spot on. If they would listen, they will be expedited. Things will expedite. Things will manifest. Things will grow. Things will materialize more quicker than it did for you or people before you, because we don't have time. But when you talk to them and when you pour in them and you tell them, they're not listening. Because again, at this point in time where we are, the energy, the vibration that we in right now, everything is escalated. So then again, they think that they got it. They think they know it. They think that they can see it on their own. They don't need no help. They don't need you. They get complacent. They get pumped up. They don't need your guidance. You don't know what you're talking about. I ain't seen that. My gift, what I got, my gift is more than that. My gift is, I can see what you talking about. I can see this, that. I can do this, that. But what you got, and they may be right, but what you have that they don't have is experience. You've already been through it. You've already seen it. You already know it through experience. Through experience, you know what not to do. You know what to do, what not to do. You know the pitfall. You know the mistakes. You know the valley lows. You know the valley highs. You know the pitfall or the setup of beings of having gifts, talents, and abilities that you can start to see yourself more and better than other individuals. The trap of that. You have to always stay humble. You have to always have gratitude. You have to always ground and center yourself and make sure that you keep God that's within you. You keep God first. You honor yourself. You honor what God has restored, what God is doing. You thank, you give gratitude unto you, the God in you, for keeping you, aligning you with people, places, and things, aligning you with your spiritual team to keep you grounded, to keep you protected from your own self sometime. You have experienced all of that. So when you see things on the behalf of other people, to heal, to to lead, to guide, to teach, to show the way. You're speaking through not just what you see, but you're speaking through experience. Not just this lifetime, many lifetimes. Because as you grow and as you mature, you tap into dimensions and timelines, and previous gifts, talents, and abilities. As you grow and you mature and you understand and understand and overstand who you are, what you are, and what you represent. But you got somebody here. They didn't listen to you. Again, so we right back here again. It's the same thing. That's how I know that this is piggybacking, because it's, so I'll go here again. You have someone that you poured in. They chose the other path. They chose the hard road. See, they chose the hard road because they thought that their gifts, talents, and abilities was better, and they knew more than you did, and you didn't know what you was talking about. So they chose the hard road because what they saw, it wasn't no big deal. What you was trying to tell them, don't go that route, because that route, you got this, that. Don't fall in that trap. It's a trap, this, and that. But they didn't see it that way because they ain't went through nothing. You ain't went through it. So they chose that hard road because you didn't know what you was talking about. And whatever pitfall or whatever they get set up or whatever happened to them, their gifts and talents, abilities is above what you talking about. They'll be able to get themselves out of it. See, that's what they was thinking. But it was deceptive. It wasn't the truth. Because anytime you choose the hard road, God got something for you. See, it's not meant for you to use your gifts, talents, and abilities to snap you out of it. It's meant for you to find that truth and to find that lesson. Because you did not listen when it was told to you not to do that. Not to go that way because this, and that may happen. This, and that. So it totally happens. But it happens from a perspective that you can't get yourself out of. You got to go through some things. You got to find that lesson because you didn't listen when collective told you about the lesson. Told you about it. You didn't listen. So, very deceptive here. Then, this person, instead of taking accountability for choosing the hard road and finding that lesson, everything became to be your fault through victim mind in their mindset. See, they couldn't take accountability that they did something, that they chose the hard road and you was right, and you tried to tell them, and now they got the experience. See, they're a victim in the mindset. It's your fault because you should have did more to stop me from doing that, going that way. If you knew it was going to turn out to be like this, you should have did more. No. You did what you were supposed to do. See, you advised, you told, you poured, you gave. And that was all you were supposed to do. They were supposed to listen, follow suit, follow your lead. Listen up, pray, step back, go in hermit mode, pray, gain an understanding to their spiritual team if they didn't want to listen to you verbatim. It would have been confirmed, leave that alone and go this way right here. Take the high road. Don't take that hard road. They would have did the right thing but no. And see, this right here is why this came back out again. See, because the collective as a whole is tired of people pouring into people. It's not easy. It's not easy to see. It's not easy to teach. It's not easy to give, to constantly keep giving and giving and giving and giving to people, places, and things that don't want to listen. They don't want to. You gotta. It's as if you have to fight to help them. You have to fight to heal them. You have to fight to restore, to renew, and rebuild them. You have to fight. And truth be told, the collective is tired of fighting for people that don't want to fight for their own soul and salvation. The collective want them healed more than they want to heal their own self. The collective is putting more work, more commitment in it than the people that's actually going through it. And the collective is tired. I'm talking to the collective is not only tired. See, because you got a couple, you got two kinds. You got one that's tired, that's getting ready to step back, chill, get a massage, start grounding themselves, getting out in nature, walking in the grass, walking in the sands, go by the water, meditate, connect with God, connect with energy, connect with earth, doing your center breathing, yoga, exercise, burn, walk, burn a lot of negative energy off. Deal with your herbal medicine, get your body eating right, fasting longer, going without, diving deep. So you got that one. Then you got collective 2. Collective 2 is when off the path. They so tired of these people because it's been a consistent thing. This is mainly, I'm talking to the collective that is beyond tired. Don't want to do this no more. Don't want to talk. Don't want to pour. Don't want to acknowledge. Don't want to listen. Don't want a vision. Don't want to do none of that. Just point blank tired. And don't want to be bothered with people, places, and things. Want to just worry about themselves. See, just want to worry about them and manifesting. Get through life because life is lifing for everybody. And want to just worry about themselves because life is lifing. Don't want to worry about nobody else. Don't want to be bothered. And you have not been bothered. It's been a while since you've put yourself out there to pour into another individual. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you. You got to get back in it. You got to ground yourself. You got to get yourself together. This is what you were meant for. And this time right now, This season, this cycle right now ain't the time. This is what you were made to come here and do for such a season and such a time as now. It shouldn't matter to you. I'm going to say this, but I need you to listen. It shouldn't matter to you what path they choose. Because at the end of the day, whatever path they choose, what's meant to be will be. Whether they take the hard road or the high road, they're going to get to where they need to be. The hard road just takes them longer. It doesn't mean that they won't reach where they need to be. Your part that you play is to give them as much information. Give them as much information about the path, their awakening, what's true, what's knowledgeable, clarity, understanding, understanding, and overstanding. Their gifts, talents, abilities, and both paths, the pro and the con of both paths that they need to take or can take so they can make a sound decision to choose the hard road or the high road. See, they can never play victim because you gave them all of the information. They choose to play the victim role in their mind. And some even go as low as to gossip and go to other people behind your back and talk about you and talk about you because you tried to tell them, but they don't want to face the truth that they chose the wrong path. They don't want to be accountable. But you don't worry about none of that. Because at the end of the day, God knows all. God sees all. And you are just required to give them all of the information. After you give them the information, it is their choice. It's their choice. It's their life. And once you walk away and release and move on to the next, that's all that's required of you. Yes, someone will come back. Yes, someone will try to manipulate, try to come back and try to flip and make games and play games and do all kind of stuff to flip it and dip it and try to make their way back. But your gift, your discernment, your time, your effort, your attention will always keep you in the know about all the people that you came here to heal, assist, to help, to advise, to speak, to lead, to guide, and direct. You will always know the ins and outs of the things that they're saying and doing concerning you. So when they come back, it's up to you what you want to do. If they come back, that's fine. If they don't come back, that's fine too. But regardless, it's up to you. Sometimes God takes that away from you. God makes the choice for you and don't allow them to come back. But that's between God and them, not you. You played the part. You did what you're supposed to do. Do not allow old, outdated, or people that you released and let go stop you from doing what you came here to do. You have people, you have places, and you have things that have your name written on it. You must have your name written on it means that they're waiting on you. They're waiting for your word. They're waiting for your eyes. They're waiting for your energy. They're waiting for your time. They're waiting for your effort. They're waiting for you. And every person, place, or thing that you are supposed to be involved in is not going to always be like these people. Everybody not going to always choose the hard road. You have to keep working. You have to keep going. You have to keep growing. You have to keep moving on, because it is people who need your guidance. They need the information so they too can make a sound decision. Don't give up because these people keep choosing the hard road and you just keep giving and giving and giving. Change your perspective. Ground yourself more. Place yourself in situations where you are in high vibration, feeling high vibrational, being around high vibrational things, being around high vibrational people. Place your vessel in high vibrational areas, doing high vibrational things like breathing and fasting and meditating and yoga, and find things that can lift your spirits and lift your vibration, that none of this stuff affects you, and keep going. That is the thing here. You have to keep going. Collective, we cannot give up. I forgot the scripture on that one. It's something about I'm gonna say it like this: don't give up in doing good, doing what you're supposed to do. Don't give up in doing well, doing positive things, being a positive influence, being a positive voice in people's lives, leading and guiding in positive ways that surpasses what somebody else do, think, or say that chose the hard road. Let them choose the hard road. It's their choice to make. That has nothing to do with you. You did what you were supposed to do. Now go on to the next. And I'm going to leave that right there. So with that being said, like, share, subscribe, hype it up. And if this resonated with you, 10%, 50%, 100%, 75%, put it in the comments. Let me know where you're watching from. I didn't get any new ones. So the last one I got was Las Vegas. So woohoo, Las Vegas. I need to take me a Vegas trip. I've never been. So anyway, so if this resonated with you, let me know it resonated and what percentage. and just say, this resonated 50%, and I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep growing. I'm not going to give up. Any one of those, however, any one of those that you feel. So with that, I got to go. So I'm sending you love. I'm sending you healing. And Trinity is